Rushtech external hard drive enclosure, USB 3, Aluminum Disk Enclosure Case docking station for 3.5-inch SATA drives.
Hello, we've just taken delivery of a parcel from Amazon in which were 3 pieces of equipment, one of which is in front of us now. It is a 3.5-inch USB 3 SATA hard drive enclosure. It comes complete with a USB 3 cable, the screws that we're going to need to secure it together later, and the right size screwdriver, which is always very handy, a power block, and an instruction leaflet. The enclosure itself is sat on a cradle, which is extremely useful. On the side we have a vent so that it doesn't get overheated. On the other side we have the on-off switch, the USB 3 port, and the connection for the power block. Why do we need an enclosure? We intend taking our 3.5-inch drive out of our existing computer, and we're going to house it in this enclosure. Let's take a closer look at this. If I open it, you will see that there is the SATA 3 connection, and the 3.5 drive will sit in this enclosure, and then we will put the cover on, which is nice, and then the screws will secure the enclosure and the drive safely together. This then can be used via the USB 3 cable externally from the computer. Why did we choose this particular product to house our hard drive? It has a very nice aluminium quality shell, which was important, but it has a feature on it that we think is significant. It will go into sleep mode automatically should we ever forget to switch it off, and that's very important. It would then reawaken when it was asked to do so. We have now taken the drive out of the computer, and I am now going to fix it to the 3.5-inch enclosure. Firstly, I'd just like to point out there are 4 fixing points on the drive, which correspond to 4 fixing points on the enclosure, and we've been supplied with 4 screws. They are different lengths. There's 2 shorter, 2 longer. Firstly, when I secure the drive to the enclosure, I will be using the shorter screws. I'll turn this over. This is the SATA 3 connection. This is the SATA 3 connection on the drive. So if I spin this round, slide it into place carefully but securely. Now I'm going to turn it over, and we're going to secure into this larger fixing point with the shorter screws. Make sure they're nice and flush, which they are. And now we're going to pop this into the outer shell. Obviously I need to turn it round. Here's the opening. It'll slide in quite comfortably. There's the fixing points, which I won't bother doing at the moment, and then it's ready to use. We've now brought the enclosure with the hard drive in over to the computer and connected it to the USB 3 cable and the mains power. To turn the unit on, I need to press and hold the start-stop button for 3 seconds and the lights will come on. In a moment, the computer will acknowledge that the external drive is connected. There we go. So now I can use the information on the external drive, and we've made ourselves 2 icons here. This is our own filing system, and this one says external drive with a question mark on, and if I click that, that has now opened up the hard drive in the enclosure, and this is all the information that's stored on that drive for our use. I'll come out of this page and I'll go over to the second icon, which we call Data D. Now this is the information that is on the solid state drive that is now in this computer. We replaced the old drive with the new SSD drive, and if you'd like to watch us doing that, there is a video. I'll turn this page off again for a moment. If I were to switch the computer off and not turn the external drive off, it would not do it any harm. The drive would go into standby mode automatically, and then it wouldn't be using too much power. But if I decide I no longer need the hard drive externally on, I can check it's safe to switch it off. And once it's checked it's not actually doing any work in the background, it will allow me to safely remove the hardware. To do that, I need to press the start-stop button again and hold it for 3 seconds. And the external drive is now switched off. If you would like to purchase one of these hard drive enclosures, please use the Amazon affiliated link in the YouTube video description. Amazon will then make a donation to charity. If you want to watch us taking the hard drive out of this computer, there is a card that will appear to take you to that YouTube video. Thank you for watching.